Coach, talk a little bit, what are you going to kind of tell the recruits that have had to go through a coaching change and kind of watch this whole thing play out? What's that first message from you going to be like to the guys out there?
You have the opportunity to come and play for the most special university in the country. And you want to challenge them and ask them if they want to come and be part of something special, because that's what we're looking to create here.
Bo, who have you kind of consulted in the last couple of years to kind of prepare yourself or groom yourself for this chance? Have you been kind of doing that over time now?
That's been going on since about 1993. And, I joke, but at the same time, it's, who I am, what I've become as a coach, and what I continue to grow as, really is a product of being around a lot of different influences, which we talked about earlier, and a lot of different philosophies, and learning what to do, what not to do, and all along the way evaluating how would I be if I was in that situation, and that changes, because you can constantly run into situations that are new to you, or you have to think about it, evaluate it, and think, if I ever become that guy, what would I do in that situation? And that's a constantly, process that's been going on for a long time, and one will continue to go on. And like I said, I feel I'm very fortunate to have Coach Osborne here, because when things come up that I'm not sure of, or that I'm not sure what the right decision is, I'll have somebody who's probably as good as there ever was to walk the sideline to bounce things off of. And that's one of the things that I cherish about being given this opportunity, because it's very unique.
How much did you try and pick Tom's brain on who the future boss might be, or who the future athletic director would be too, Bo?
Not much. I trust him, and I wouldn't be here. That's a huge thing for me, is that I trust the people that I trust that Coach Osborne had the right intentions, and when he hired me and believed in me, and it'd be unfair of me to really ask him that question, because I'm not sure if he knows, but I do know that one thing I know about Coach Osborne is that he has a tremendous love for the University of Nebraska, and he wants the right things to happen there, and knowing that, I know he'll make a decision that's right, and if I do my job, whoever comes in, it shouldn't affect me down the line anyway.
How much do you know about the team you're inheriting, Coach, just the players that you're going to be having on this team next year?
Not a lot, but I know obviously a lot of the names. I haven't seen them on film, or been able to watch them play much. Obviously being in a different conference, but I'm sure that I look forward to working with them and making them better. That's the key. I'm sure there's a tremendous amount of talent here. This is Nebraska, and my job is to take them all, and get them together, come together as a group and as a family, and make them the best as good as I can. That's what our staff is here to do.
Coach, how did you arrive at your decision to start right away and not stay in Baton Rouge?
Meaning what?
Well, you could have stayed.
I mean, we need to get on the road and get recruited, and there's, it's just, the dead period starts right around the 17th, I believe, or, so it's a short amount of time. We need to get a lot done in that amount of time. So really, it was the right thing, and that's, it was the right way to go, and I'm ready to get started and get on the road and start selling the University of Nebraska.
Well, you've seen a lot of offenses through the years. What kind of offense will you run here at Nebraska?
Like I said, that'll work itself out. I think they've done a lot of good things on offense around here, and as of late, and they've been moving the football and doing, so I don't expect any, drastic, crazy wholesale change, but there'll be some different wrinkles, but time will tell on that. It's a little bit too early to definitively say this is what we're going to do.
Well, how involved were you in recruiting at LSU, and will this be something different? And I guess sort of what are your feelings going in and having to recruit as a head coach now?
Well, I've been in that. Like when I was at LSU, I didn't have I was kind of had almost like a head coach's role to a certain extent in how we recruited. I didn't have an area per se. kind of go in and help close and see defensive guys. And so I've been in that situation, and I feel it's one of my strengths is being able to go into a home and because one thing I think they know is I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to try and sell something that isn't true. I'm going to lay it on the line and let them know how it is and what's going to be expected of them and what we have to offer, and that's one of my strengths. And but we're going to be honest all along the way and be able to sell University of Nebraska for what it is. And that's a special place, and I think that's an easy sell.
Your emotions and your passion has helped get you this far. Do you have to temper that at all now that you're the guy?
Well, I'm going to be who I am. You know, I'm not going to change. Bo Pelini's not going to change. But you know what? Along the way, you learn things. You learn and make mistakes and learn some things you can do and some things you can't do. And I've grown, and I've made mistakes along the way. I'd be the first one to admit that. And but I'll continue to learn from them, and it makes you better along the way. I believe that's the case. And but the heart and soul of who I am and what I believe in, and that won't change. You know, you just have to channel it in different ways at times. And like I said, you grow and learn and become better as a person, and I believe that's happened.